Let's have a look at an image to analyze the task 1 and the things I've discussed so far. As I have mentioned, that you must infer the meanings or the hidden information there. So can you see the table on the screen?
Yes.
Now, some people might be wondering that if something is hidden, how can I understand? But I've already given one example that by looking at a specific data, you can infer some specific information being provided to you indirectly. For example, here the image says this is the percentage of students giving good ratings for different aspects of McGill University. So they are giving a feedback on a famous university, which is McGill University in Canada. You don't have to know where it is, and the categories are there. Now I want you guys, some of you guys, to tell me what do you see there. If we look at the data in a general sense, I can simply say teaching quality according to 2005 feedback is 74, which is 72 in 2010 and 78 in 2015. But if you write this way, you are going to get marks, but it is not going to be an excellent one, because the approach, as I said, find the hidden information. What does this row tell you? Can somebody tell me, what do you understand by this row, by the data provided from 2005 to 2015? Anyone?
The teaching quality of the McGill University has gradually increased. Actually,
Not
2005
gradually
was,
increased.
Yes, or you
Because
can
it's
say,
reduced.
according to the data, its quality, teaching quality, slightly dropped in 2010, but regained
Then
its strength in the same category and went much higher compared to the other 2 years in 2015, which is 78. Give me 1 minute. Let me just switch off the fan. It's causing some sound. Right. So that's how you have to understand what the data is trying to tell you indirectly. If you just write the teaching quality in 2005 is recorded to be 74, and in 2010 it's 72, and in 2015 it is 78. But that is not going to work, because you're just giving some data that's already there. But if you're saying that it quite remarkably increased in 2015 compared to that of 2005 and 10, then you understand the data properly. Can you find some similar information from the image? As I'm trying to tell you, infer the data, infer the information from the data. Tell me something similar stuff. Indirect message there.
maybe student service got really good.
Absolutely. In fact, yes, that is a very important part. You can say the biggest improvement
Student
or the
service.
most remarkable improvement seen is in the student services category or sector,
Yes.
which shows 95 according to the feedback in 2015, as opposed to only 54 in 2005. Another important thing I'm going to tell you is that do not include every single data here from here. It's not possible, because you are going to write near about 150 to 200 words, and the purpose is not to include everything you see. If you do, you're not a good writer. You include things that give, as I said, the inferred meanings or inferred information or indirect message or indirect information. As you found out, Marjan, I think, that student services sector showed remarkable improvement. Blah, blah, blah. What else? Say something else.
We can say about range of modules offered, and it just kept decreasing. And at the
Range of
end of
modules
2015,
offered. Okay. Fine. Actually, I'm just marking these points that I've discussed. And now you're talking about the range of modules. What is that, Ikane?
Offered. It was
Okay.
the lowest mark
Yes,
given
in
by the
2005.
student.
So it's exactly opposite to student service. It went down, right? It went down.
Yes.
So again,
I can't hear you.
you can hear me? Check your mic.
I think he has some network issues.
Maybe. আচ্ছা আমি লিখে দিচ্ছি WhatsApp.
As we can hear him crystal clear.
Yes. Marjan, disconnect.
Yes.
You can hear me, right?
No.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
So as I was saying, and again, if you are mentioning every data, every single year for every category, then you're writing the whole table, which is going to be useless. For example, as I said, for student services range of modules offered, you can just mention the improvement mark or the decrease of number, right? Like from 39 to 25, from 2005 to 15, and increase from 54 to 95 for the student services in 2015. So it's a percentage, so do mention the percentage. Okay, I'm just mentioning the digits here to tell you, to make you understand. But you must use mention as percentage, because these are the percentages of feedback given by the number of students, right? Is there anything else you can see from the image?
Sports and
Sports
social
and
facilities
social
remains the same. Maybe I mean I
Exactly
don't
the
want
same.
to say it. Yes, I don't want
So
to say it because you told me not to mention each and every data that
right,
is given
but
there, so that
what you can do, you just use one short line, because it's the same thing. You just say, interestingly, sports and social facilities, the feedback for
it
sports
remains same.
remain the same throughout the 3 years at 65.
Yeah, that is covered in one line.
Right. Yes. So if you want to talk, I mean, I'm saying that you don't talk about every single year and every single data, but if possible,
Yes.
if your word limit and time covers, you can mention all the categories depending on the nature of the image being provided here, right? So that's important, and that will also depend on your discretion whether you want to take one specific information